Matter is going to start in 5 seconds. The next item of expenditure which has attracted my notice is the expenditure on pensions. As much as 100 crores of rupees have been allotted for payment of pensions and other relief. May I once more point out to the Finance Ministry the hardship which people who have commuted their pension are suffering from. Some of the people who have commuted their pension have had the misfortune to live up to 70 to 80 years and have paid their commuted portion twice, and still this government exacts these payments from these commuted pensioners. I think the time has come when the finance ministry should look sympathetically at the lot of the commuted pensioners and restore the original pension at least 5 to 6 years after they had paid up the full commuted account. Then I come to that white elephant in our government, namely the Planning Commission, which costs us rupees 10 crores. On a former occasion, when I made the remark that our Planning Commission is the costliest in the world, the Minister of State for Finance said that the French Planning Commission was as large, if not larger, and it was as costly as our Planning Commission. I challenged him to produce the figures. He said he had not the figures. I made some personal inquiries of the French embassy in Delhi, and they tell me that there is no special staff for the French Planning Commission, that the staff that try to implement the suggestions of the French planning ministries, so that no special cost is incurred on the staff of the Planning Commission. Why should we not have a Planning Commission composed of representative experts, honorary experts, like the Planning Commissions of other countries, experts from industry, from labor, from the professions, from the private sector, as well as the public sector, who give competent and useful advice on planning to the government. As at present constituted, the Planning Commission is composed of people who are pledged to one social philosophy, namely the government socialist philosophy, because the Planning Commission and the government plan not prosperity but for socialism. If the Planning Commission is to plan for prosperity, if the government are to work for economic prosperity, the Planning Commission should be composed of representative experts from interests which are engaged in the promotion of economic growth. Very often, we find in the reports of ministries the phrase that the Planning Commission has allotted so much money to this department or to that ministry. Who or what is the Planning Commission to allot sums of money? It is the government departments that should allot. It is the ministry, the cabinet, that should allot sums of money to this or that department. That shows that the Planning Commission has become another department of government. If it has become another department of government, then why should it not be brought into the general system of government in the administration, made a regular department of government, so that it may be made responsible to this house. Now it is a body with power but without responsibility. It is time, therefore, that the government made up its mind to make an honest woman out of the Planning Commission. Then, another ministry which attracts criticism is the Ministry of Housing, which is also charged with the solution of the housing problem in this country. In order to solve the immense housing problem of this country, indicated by the calculations of the Planning Commission itself, in order to place the housing position of